and today we're going to discuss why you think vegan food is so expensive. Hi, I'm Carmen Luciano, and this is the Miscellaneous Vegan, where I share a little R&R, recipes, and reviews. If you haven't done so, make sure you like and subscribe for recipes and reviews in New York City and around the world. Welcome back to Coaching Mondays. So I have in front of me a few vegan items that most people would purchase. So you have your baked chicken, your vegan chicken. This right here would cost you about $7. If it's on sale, about $5. But when you buy regular chicken, you can buy way more. Let me just open it up so you guys can see. So you see, this will feed a family of 4, and it'll just make one meal. And this will cost about $5 to $7. But when you buy regular chicken, it's going to cost you about what, $10, and you have several pieces of chicken breast, which can last you several weeks. You can make several dishes. Provolone smoked. This costs about $5 to $6 in Whole Foods. But when you purchase this cheese here, you can buy it on sale 2 for $5, right? So remember, I'm a vegan, but my son is not. So I have to buy certain things because he will not eat everything that I make. This right here, you buy this in Whole Foods, about $5. And regular cheese costs about the same. The ground beef. If you don't know about this ground beef, I don't know where you've been, because Beyond Meat was the first ground beef that everyone learned about, and then it was impossible. So Beyond Meat has a lot of options. They have the ground beef, they have the breakfast sausages, they have a lot of options in Whole Foods. But this is expensive, right? So in some supermarkets, they sell it for $9, $8.99. Whole Foods will have it for $4.99, which is a good price because anywhere else will cost almost $10, right? But ground beef in general, the real ground beef, you can buy 10 pounds for, I don't know, $15. I just can't remember the price, but I know that you can get way more for your buck, right? This right here, you can make a pan of lasagna with just one, and it would feed a family of 4, and they would each probably have about 2 servings. This sausage here, sometimes they put it on sale for $2, and there's 6 patties in here, right? Then you have your chorizo, right? This one I bought in Whole Foods. Trader Joe's has a really good chorizo that I really like to use. But this is where it becomes expensive, is when you purchase all these processed foods, right? And you honestly shouldn't be eating processed foods, period. Vegan or not. Processed foods are not all that healthy for you because it's been highly processed to taste the way they do, right? And then you have your vegan butter. Honestly, the vegan butter costs about the same as regular butter. If you're buying margarine, obviously it's way cheaper than buying butter. And then you have your sour cream, your vegan sour cream. You can purchase your sour cream, your vegan sour cream, or you can make it yourself, which can be way cheaper. I sometimes purchase it to save time, right? But overall, this is the vegan process portion of becoming a vegan, where you were eating meat, but then you decided to become plant-based or vegan, and you decided to substitute the real meat with the fake meats, right? And that's where it becomes expensive, is when you're buying all this processed food. However, when I understand why people do it, because I did it, and I still do it because I'm trying to transition my family into becoming fully vegan. They're actually going through an 8-week vegan challenge. So this is why I bought some of this stuff, because I alternate between processed food and whole plant foods. For example, this is a bag of red cabbage, and 8 small cabbages come in the bag. And you can buy it wholesale at BJ's, at Costco's, Restaurant Depot. And this bag of cabbage cost me $4.99 for 7 baby cabbages, right? And then here we go. We have a bag of plum tomatoes, and this cost me $6. You know, you go to the supermarket and you get yourself a couple tomatoes, it's going to cost you about $4 or $5. So you want to buy some of your vegetables in bulk. If you can't, you can't, but just try. Then you have your apples. This in Target costs $4, but you honestly should buy it from BJ's or Costco's, and it's going to cost you way less. But this is when you are being a true vegan, which is buying your produce. You're not getting your protein and your vitamins from processed meats. This is where it becomes expensive, is purchasing these items. But when you buy whole foods, there's so many recipes you can make with this. Can you guys think of several meals that you can make with plum tomatoes? You can use it to make your homemade Pico De Gallo. I'll leave my link below. I made that. You can use it to make tomato soup. You can use it to make for juicing. You could cut it up in your salads. You can saute it in your meals with some vegetables. There's so many recipes. Cabbage. What can you use cabbage for? Cabbage, you can put it in you can eat it raw in a taco, vegetable taco. You can stir fry it. You can juice it, and it's been shown to lose a lot of belly weight. Apples. What do they say about apples? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. And it's true. If you're eating whole foods, organic, from your farmer's market or from wherever you can purchase, you are going to see a big difference in your bill when you go to the supermarket. If you're purchasing all of these processed foods, then of course your bill is going to be expensive. You know, you're purchasing these items is going to last you a week. But what I paid for in this little section here with all these processed cheese and the meats, you can purchase the same thing, regular food, and you'll have more food. That is why people say it's expensive, because what I paid for this, which could be $60 or $70, you would go to the supermarket and buy this and it will last you 2 weeks or 3. This is only going to last me a week. You understand? So that is why people say vegan food is so expensive. If you purchase processed, yes. If you purchase produce, no. Bananas are how much? 69 cents a pound. You can get 20 bananas for $7. It's just, you have to really truly see the price. Don't, oh, I can't go vegan, it's too expensive, I can't afford it. You can't afford it, because a dozen eggs cost about what? $5 to $10, depending if you're buying generic versus organic. You can make vegan eggs with tofu, and tofu costs what? $3, $4. You just have to decide what you would like to buy. And I do suggest, like, I get that you're trying to become a vegan, so I would suggest if you already have these in your houses, don't throw it out. Like I mentioned in my last video, 6 mistakes that when people go vegan. I'll link that below. But don't throw it out. Just today you have your ground beef, your Beyond Meat, or your Sweet Earth chicken quesadilla, and then tomorrow you have tomato soup with grilled cheese, tomato soup with whole wheat toast. If you want to add cheese, then you can add your processed cheese, or you can make some vegan cheese with whole plant foods. So you just want to alternate, until you are able to truly gear yourself away from this. This was made to make money. Remember that. Companies want to make money. So they're profiting over that. A lot of people are becoming vegan. So what you want to do is you want to minimize the amount of times you purchase this. If you're trying to transform into a vegan, plant-based, healthier, and you have these items in your refrigerator, that's fine. But you don't want to live off of this. You want to use it to gear yourself away where you're only having whole plant foods, where you're only having this. There are so many resources online that you can find to make all these recipes and make your meals extremely delicious. I have a meal plan on my website, which I'll link below, that has some recipes that helps me to lose weight. Remember that I'm still on my journey, completing my SMART goal and trying to lose 30 pounds by April 24. If you haven't seen that video, I'll also link it below. But this is part of what I use. I still do use some of this in my meals for myself and my family, because at this point I'm cutting down on purchasing real meats and fake meats and vegan foods and non-vegan foods, because it's a lot, it's more expensive, and it's more work. So I'm right now in a journey for bettering myself mentally, physically, emotionally. So I am just focusing on whole plant foods for myself. And my family is doing what I began to do, the vegan processed meats with a transition into whole plant foods. So that is why a lot of people think that vegan foods are expensive because they're buying processed vegan foods and not whole plant foods. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Keep tuning in every Monday for a little advice that I'll be giving you to help you transform into a healthier you. And always remember, sweeties, be real, not perfect. Bye.